Hello, welcome to my Joshua Tree home. Come on in. I am so excited to be showing you around here. Max and I found this little gem about 2 years ago. It was around like the holidays. We are actually here with my family and we came across this little tiny spot and this like older woman was living here and we just saw such a vision, and it definitely did not look anything like it looks today. It was like really old, very 70s. We have always loved the desert so much and we were like, this can be a spot where we can kind of get out of LA and just truly embrace like rest and just really enjoy the magic of the desert. So as soon as you come inside, you immediately land into the living room. As you can see, the style is kind of very similar as my home in LA. We chose a lot of neutral colors and this just has a little bit more of a deserty vibe to it. We have our couch that I actually found on Facebook Marketplace. Best spot to find furniture. Also got some really cool pieces from Rove Concepts. Like I love this coffee table because it kind of has this like organic shape. I just feel this is like a calming area, so I wanted to go for some like calming colors that just feel still very cozy. I also got these kind of like fluffy boucle, like big chairs. These are actually from Castlery and they're just amazing. They're just so comfy, they're just lounge on. I think this is really the area where we just like have a nice meal together, or we're sitting in front of the fire pit, which is like one of my favorite things to do in the winter or kind of late at night. I don't know, just like such a cozy hangout spot. I call this the tiny little bathroom. It's a tiny bathroom that we completely redid, and yeah, just, you know, take a shower, freshen up. We're here in the desert and it just gets really dry here. I always joke there's just like so much dust, so I just feel I like shower a lot here. Oh yeah, here we just have a nice little closet. I have my glasses of wine because there's nothing better than just unwinding and like having friends over and making a little charcuterie board. And also the games. I have a lot of games here. Obviously Monopoly. I do not mean to brag, but I always win during Monopoly, always. I love the game and I think I have like figured out the code on how to do it. We also have like Jenga and like Rummy Cup. I don't know if that's a very Dutch game, but no, they have it here. We have it here too. I like love Rummy Cup. It's so fun. I used to play that with my grandmother. So yeah, this is our little game home. We took away a wall here because we really wanted to see the beautiful view that this place has to offer. And I think that makes this little spot so special. And that was like the first thing that Max and I just fell in love with when we saw the view. We're like, wow, you can't beat this. We saw these like big beams on top and they're all like wood, and we actually kept them in their original state because I think they just bring such like a charm to the home. We painted everything, gave like fresh little white, but the beams, we were like, we have to keep them because they're just gorgeous. I love like keeping older elements into the house. So now we go to the kitchen. Obviously, one of my favorite places into the house. I love cooking, I love hosting people. This is the original cabinetry. So we wanted to freshen up the kitchen a little bit. And we were looking and I was like, you know what? I actually really love the cabinets. I just feel they give this like mid-century type of vibe. And then this is actually an oven that was also from the original house. The first time when I like opened it and stuff, I was like, I don't know, like, does this thing still work? But it actually does. And I just like love the cool vintagey look of it. So we decided to keep it and just put in a new like stove and a new sink and stuff. But the oven works. I made banana bread in it. Turned out great. And I don't know, I think it's a vibe. We also made a little coffee and matcha station, like as you guys, most of you guys know who follow me. We are obsessed with matcha. We have a matcha company, Nekohama, and we love coffee, and we wanted to make a dedicated moment to kind of like practice a little ritual in the morning where, you know, you wake up and you just want to make a nice warm cup of matcha or coffee. Nothing beats making your own hot morning drink in the morning. I feel it's a nice little a nice little ritual. So yeah, here's the view, which is like pretty special. I just love that from here I can look outside, wash my vegetables, and just like look at the view. Over here we added some like shelving. There were a lot of like cabinets on top here, and I was like, I think we need to take it out because we have a lot of cabinets already. I have this spice rack also at home. I don't know if you guys recognize this, and it comes with this rack, and I just think it's like so convenient, and it's also so nice and beautiful, and you just immediately have all the spices and you can just refill them. I will link all of the stuff that I have around here, some of the furniture pieces and like all these little things. I'll link it in the description down below so you can always take a look at it. We got this place the year that Max and I got married. Someone asked me like, do you have a wedding registry? And I was like, I don't. And I almost felt a little uncomfortable making a wedding registry for my guests. But I don't know, some friends were like insisting and asking, so I did it. We were creating this home and I actually needed some stuff for the kitchen and things like that. So a lot of the appliances and things that are in the kitchen here, like our blender and wooden cutting boards, are gifts from our friends and family from our wedding. Every time I'm here and I spend time here and I grab a cutting board, for example, like one of these, I'm like, oh yeah, I like think about my friends or family who gifted this for the wedding. So I don't know, I guess there's a lot of things in here in this kitchen that, yeah, hold a special place in my heart. Let's walk over to the dining area. Oh yeah, before, we also have two fire pits in here, which is so nice. The previous owner was not even using AC or heat. She did everything with this. It's also nostalgic for me because I actually know really well how to lit this up. My parents back home, we used to only warm our house with a fire like this, and we had a really big open like farmhouse. Kind of the rule was in the winter it was like really cold. Whoever came home first had to put on the fire. I was often the first one home, so I had to learn how to make the fire, heat it up, and I don't know, it is a different type of heat. It's just so warming and cozy, so I love this for the winter months. After the kitchen, this is probably my favorite area because it's so light and open. I wanted to add a little kind of wabi-sabi Japanese touch to it. I love these like type of lanterns, and then I think this table I got from Lulu in Georgia, and again, kind of like a huge rug underneath it to kind of give it a little bit that desert type of look. So we called the spot the Sunset Cactus. I think this cactus here, that was actually the reason when we came here. We were like, oh my God, we're never gonna find this view. And like, when do you see a cactus this big who probably has been here hundreds, I don't know hundreds, but a long time, because it's so big. I feel that is like really special to have like right in your front yard, looking at from your dining table. It's pretty cool. This is actually a bowl my friend Mackenzie, she does pottery, and she gave it to me while she was staying here, and I was like, this is so perfect. I love all the little speckles and stuff like that. Here we just have like a little moments. I think I thrifted that, and then this at Olive Atelier. I just like love sourcing different type of furniture pieces in different places, and I think that's also part of like a creative process, right? Like not getting everything at once, but like finding these things. And this one actually, surprisingly, I found on Amazon, which was amazing. I just feel it fitted so well here. I know that like artwork can sometimes be very pricey, but I was like, this looks so great. So again, I'll link that down below. And then let's hop over to our master bedroom. It is so spacious. The magic happens. No, I'm joking. I wanted to go for kind of like really warm and cozy, slightly bohemian type of vibe. So we have like a really nice fluffy rug, the big bed, and then like the pillows. The pillows I actually found at a really cool store here in town that does a lot of Joshua Tree type of pillows and stuff. I think a lot of it is all handmade, and I just love it. These little lamps I got from Zara Home. By the way, Zara Home has such amazing stuff. In my home in LA, I have a lot of things from there. And these are also from Castery. So for the bedroom, I actually painted it a little bit more like a beige color because I wanted to have it more of like a warmer feel. It was white at first and I was like, it just feels very white. And then here we had a little random nook and we didn't really know what to do with it. I think the previous owner put a closet in there, but we have a lot of closet space. So I was like, you know what? A girl has never enough space for makeup and just kind of getting ready and stuff. And I was like, how about putting a mirror there, a little desk, and then yeah, sometimes someone sits on a laptop here, or if I need to like do my makeup or something, it's so ideal. Got a little moment to get in the castlery dresser, and we have a nice little plant there. It kind of brings a little bit of life. And then over here we have the bathroom, which is nice and simple, and you know, we just kind of get ready in the morning and it's nice and easy. I'm gonna take you guys outside, which I think is the most special part of the whole place. Okay, I'm gonna give a little warning here. It's a little windy, so I hope we're not gonna get blown away. Alrighty, so here we're on the deck. It's just really nice that there's a nice spot to be outside. My luxury moments in life are waking up in the morning, making my cup of coffee and sitting in the sunshine outside. Like, it is true joy for me. We have a little standing bar. Actually, I want to get some like bar stools or something here. I think that would be really nice, and this is just a nice spot again with my charcuterie board, my glass of wine, watching the sunset because everything turns kind of like orangey and the sunset is just like really beautiful here. Also, I just like really love all these like cactuses and stuff. We just kind of kept everything and make everything as like organic as possible, but yeah, I feel this is just the ultimate Joshua Tree feel to it. We're gonna go on a little tour in the garden. It's really cute because we have all these little ways that were here. Here we got our master cactus. It's honestly so big. Like, I don't even see it from the outside, but when I'm standing next to it, like I'm 180, this thing's giant. The other day when we were here, I was like, it was like really dry, and I was like, Max, do I need to water the cactus? I was like, what's the maintenance on it? And he was like, I think he's fine. So yeah. He's right there. Here we got a Joshua tree. They're very protected and beautiful and amazing. I don't have Katsu with me here today. Katsu is my golden retriever and he just like always loves running around here. But he's at home today. This is another really cool thing on the property. Max and I have really envisioned this as our wellness reset getaway spot where you just want to really refuel yourself. We absolutely love doing sauna, cold plunging, all of it. And when we saw this, I was like, oh my God, we have to get a sauna here. I am European, so I grew up going to a sauna a lot, and it's just like a fun activity to do with friends, but also it just like makes you feel so good. This sauna is from Redwood Outdoors, and I think it's absolutely stunning. I'll give you a little tour here. So I love that it's kind of black because I feel it just like looks a little like edgy, like the design is really cool, and because it's square you can really fit in it well, and I'm tall so then I don't have to bend. So come on in, I'm gonna show you. It's really nice and cozy, so I can like sit in here, and honestly the best part is truly the view. I mean, look at it. Just almost feels I'm watching TV and I'm just in a different world. It's unreal. Big shout out to Redwood Outdoors. They, by the way, have so many amazing saunas. We actually got a cold plunge from them too, but we still need to install it, so that will be continued. This was kind of like an old office room that we transformed into a nice bedroom if we have guests over. There's actually a bed frame. I don't know if you guys recognize this, but it's a bed frame I've had since my Brooklyn days, like 6 years ago. It came to LA, it went into storage because I didn't really know what to do with it. I kind of forgot about it, that it was there, because I don't know, I feel that just happens with storage. You just put stuff in there and just forget about it. I was emptying my storage and I was like, oh my God, we have this beautiful bed and this is so perfect for Joshua Tree. So it came back. You can probably see it in my Brooklyn home tour from ages ago. I found a good spot. Last but not least, we have the hot tub here that we wanted to put on a nice view when it's like cold, or even in the summer, just like really fun to sit in the hot tub and like be with friends and stuff like that. We actually have not used it a lot yet because of the weather, but I am sure this year we really will. And it's kind of our little wellness sanctuary that we created here. I hope you enjoyed our home tour. We just love Joshua Tree. It's like a special place, and this has just been such a creation of love. So I hope you enjoy it. And again, I will link most of all the things that you've seen in the video down below, and I'll see you very soon.